Act natural. This is life. Who we got? Oh, hey!
Hiya, come on in.
How's it going? I'm Andy Hall with the Infamous Stringdusters, doing our winter-spring tour here. We are in Chicago, so good to see you guys.
Hi there, my name's Andy Falco, and I play guitar in the Infamous Stringdusters.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I am the merch manager for the Stringdusters.
And the best pants in the operation right there, by far. What's up, guys? I'm Chris. I'm the banjo player for the Stringdusters, and welcome to our tour bus. This is where we live. This is where it all goes down.
Right, so this is where we have sort of the entertainment center. We got the TV, we got the satellite, we got DVD, all that stuff. I actually do not know how to work any of this stuff. We have a specialist who knows, there's like 5 remotes. Here's some of them here, but there's this stuff. We don't know what this does, but you can watch TV, you can watch movies, probably play games, listen to tunes. Never, not totally sure about that, but yeah, so we got a great sound system. If you want to crank some tunes, charging up our crew radios here, and then the all-important beer cooler stacked right now. End of tour. I guess we haven't been drinking that much because we're loaded here, so tonight might be a good night. Well, we've got, a lot of times before the show, you just want to go light. You just want something light like a Dos Equis, but then you get into this weird section. We got Lagunitas, something easy. We've got, what do we have here? Oaked IPA. In this day and age, you've got some of everything. We've got, the variety here is amazing. Mexican lager. So, and if you keep digging, then you get into you get your banquet beers. That's kind of like the bulk stuff. And so, yeah, but there's always an option for you in the beer cooler, thankfully.
That'll play well on the bus tour.
This is good. This is how we roll.
We are bluegrass.
Nope, backwards.
Backwards, okay.
Upside down and backwards.
We have only the finest new bus, so that's fixed. So that's this area. This is the entertainment and beer, so kind of entertainment.
First of all, I like that Andy portrays knowledge and ability to use this system as expertise. I guess that qualifies me as an expert. And I can navigate down to the Netflix panel there, and we've been watching Formula One, Drive to Survive, which is like a documentary on last year's season of Formula One drivers, which none of us knew anything about before getting completely hooked on this show, mainlining all of season 1 in this past week. So check it out, and yes, and like I said, I guess I'm an expert because I know how to play a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Does that qualify as expertise?
Yeah.
It's more than I can do on that thing.
But yeah, that's the entertainment section, and then we're sitting here on the slide out, and this is quite a nice plus on any tour bus because it gives you a bunch of extra room. So we've got prime real estate here for storage, and what do we use this storage for? That's right, shoes. And shoes are important. Look at all these good shoes in the room here. Everybody cares about. Look at those shoes over there. Come on, you don't just leave those lying around like when the day is done. You need a good spot for those. So we've got all this real estate here is for shoes, and then we've got our little sort of like breakfast nook over there, and yeah, this is where 9 to 10 people sit very closely for long stretches of each day. That's the glamour of being on the road, in case you were wondering. Yeah, so this is where we've got our day schedule here, and you can see this bad boy helps us, stay on time and know, like, for example, that sound check is at 4:15 today. So, a few hours after that, we have our production meeting, 7:45 every night, like an hour and 15 before we hit the stage. We get the whole team up here in the front lounge of the bus, put the set list on the TV, and just go over all the lighting cues and transitions and things that are unique to every show, and kind of talk through the whole pace of the show, the start of the show, all those good things. And then 2 sets. That's a typical Stringdusters club show. First set's about 55 minutes. Second set clocks in about an hour 15. And then over here you see some pretty insider fan sort of gift action. We had a really cool thing on this tour when we were down in Florida. There's a fan who's really popular in our community of fans, but who's actually never been to see us play. Auntie Jo is her name, and she is on the stream every night. Our fans stream like crazy, and the community really like solidifies around the event that is our show every night, and a lot of that takes place remotely on the stream. Anyway, we had a handful of fans travel down to Florida to escort this fan, no joke, to the show. T-shirts were made, everything. And she showed up here, and we surprised her by bringing her on the bus and hanging out with her, etc. And she made these for us, and we have a popular song called Fork in the Road. And fork, yeah, refers to a saying which I don't know. Can we go there? I think you all know what it means, but that's our translation. And yeah, reference to, that's actually our first album title, Fork in the Road, one of our most popular songs. So she made these for everyone in the band, and we hooked her up with some cool stuff and played some requests, and yeah, it was a cool sort of coming together of worlds there in Florida.
Well, here we are. This is our kitchenette, which, there's not so much here. I mean, you can't really cook major things, but we do have a toaster oven, which is nice. We have a microwave. But most importantly are, I think, these 2 machines. This is the hot water heater, and this is the coffee machine. Personally, and it's like a little bit of a tour trick, I prefer a single cup pour over, because you just get a much nicer cup of coffee. But and that's where that machine comes into play. But we have basically, an espresso machine that Travis, our bass player, likes to use. We have, cereal section. This is what we call the nut house, which is, we like to keep a lot of nuts around. These are our teas, coffee filters, And then there's booze, which is like whiskeys and tequila and things of this nature. Water is, of course, crucial on a bus like this, so we have these jugs. We try to reuse as much, reuse plastic as much as we can, and so these get refilled every day. We have several of them, and because you can't drink this water is, for washing hands, but not for drinking. It's not potable. Is that the word? Potable. And then we have a refrigerator. Kind of like, sort of like having like a bunch of roommates and everybody has food in here, but it's mostly community food, and it gets stocked daily. And so these are the things that we like, these LaCroix, Pellegrinos. Right now it's the last day of tour, so it's not fully stocked, but we keep, a good amount of veggies and fruits and milk and stuff like that, so you can get up and make breakfast in the morning. And so that's kind of, and then the freezer, of course, which is some tequila, frozen grapes, because our driver likes those. It's kind of, empty. And then, of course, a very important part of the bus is the bathroom. Now, this bus is unique. It has 2 bathrooms. And a lot of the reasons why this bus is so unique is because it's privately owned, or was, and so, it was customized for somebody's personal sort of use. And so you have these like really cool fixtures around. It's like, and one thing that's interesting about this bus is it actually has 2 bathrooms, and this is the front lounge bathroom. Very simple, and it's kind of like a camper bathroom, and and that's where you go to pee.
Okay, so here is the sleeping quarters. It's a little noisy, we got the AC going, but this is where we all sleep at night, so we can kind of close both of these doors on either end, and everyone has their own bunk to sleep in. So it's 3 tall, you know, they're not very big. I mean, this is like, you know, they're like little coffins, but it's pitch black, and so we end up getting on a really late schedule just because you pull this curtain shut and you're done, you're in. It's like, you know, you just fold your arms and go vampire. But so yeah, we end up getting on a pretty late schedule, but it's nice, you know, the hum of the bus is rolling. So yeah, that's what happens is we all go to bed, and then the driver comes and drives through the night to get us to the next gig. Meanwhile, we're sleeping, so we kind of miss the drive usually. You sleep through the drive. It can take a little getting used to sleeping while the bus is moving. But once you're used to that, it's kind of cozy. And yeah, you wake up and you're all of a sudden, you come outside, you're in a new city, and it's kind of cool that way. So we're kind of getting ready to offload the bus, so we got all our stuff out. But yeah, this is it. So there's 12 bunks. We have 10 people with us, so we got 2 extra. We put some guitars like down in this one. So this is like the guitar bunk, and then we just have like a junk bunk where you just put bags and whatnot, whatever. So some of the guys have done a nice little customization with some like lights here, you know, some vibey lights. You got some mala beads, so everyone can kind of customize your bunk area. We haven't done a ton of that, but you know, it's like somebody's got some other cool lights up here. And this leads us into the back lounge, so where we have Mr. Andy Falco residing. And yeah, here we are in the back. There's kind of a lot to go over here. We've got a shower. Actually, people, you know, if there were only like one, if there was like one superstar on the bus, he might shower in there, or she. But for us, we don't use it. I mean, you can't shower 10 people on the bus, so it's just basically a closet. We have the second bathroom back here, so this one's actually even a little bigger. So we got another bathroom. We got a nice zombie apocalypse sign. Prevent the zombie apocalypse. Wash your hands. Good advice.
Very important.
Very important. And then this is kind of like this is the real hang lounge, you know, like if you want to just come and hang late night with some of your friends, you know, whatever you want to do. You want to drink, you want to smoke, you come back here and you can do that. We got an old school Nintendo, which gets some action there. We got, you know, some fun lights. We've got, you know, the satellite and the stereo and all that. We got we got storage back here. A lot of storage back here, so you can just close and whatnot.
Usually, like a guy will take a drawer.
Yeah, and the crew loves yerba mate, so they get a big plug here. Yerba mate is off the hook here. We got, you know, you got to stay awake during these. So yeah, look, we got some stuff here. We got a nice Grateful Dead book, and I don't know if we'll use this footage or not, but we have. This is also very important. you know, just so we're doing pretty good on that front. And then we have another cooler here, which is just kind of back stock. So, yeah, I mean that's.
And behind you, you know, you can see this is, to Chris's point before, more shoes. And more shoes behind him there, and more shoes down here.
Shoes everywhere. This is like, you know, a band has to look good. And shoes is where it all starts. So, you know, we got shoes everywhere. But yeah, this is the back lounge. This is the hang zone, late night hang zone. Play some games, watch some movies, hang with your friends, whatever. Yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much this zone.
Thanks for joining us on our bus. You know, we'll be touring all year. You know, come out and check it out for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. We've got a new record coming out April 5th. It's called Rise Sun. We're super stoked about it. 13 new original songs. So Rise Sun, brand new Duster record, thestringdusters.com. You can find out all kinds of information about the record, about tour. So check us out online. Come see us at a show or a festival. We'd love to see you. And Rise Sun, April 5th.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and see us on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.